Hello and welcome back to the channel, and in this video we'll be focusing on another rig from my old collection. This time it's the Realistic TRC 454 CB Fone 40 channel base station. So the TRC 454 is a 40 channel FCC spec AM rig with phase lock loop control. They were built in 1978 in Japan for Radio Shack, and it says on the back here, a division of the Tandy Corporation. It is a base station, so it does have a built-in power supply. We can see on the back here, you can either power it from a 12 volt PSU, or you can plug it into 120 volts. So probably not a lot of use here in the UK where we've got 240, but would have been fine in the US obviously. And also on the back you can see there's sockets for the PA speaker, external speaker, and an SO239 for the antenna connection, as you'd expect. So moving around to the front of the rig then, you've got all the usual controls you'd expect, but personally I found them in a bit of a strange order, because usually you'd expect the volume, squelch, an RF gain, that sort of thing, but for whatever reason the volume on and off is the fourth control knob. Weirdly on this one the off doesn't actually work anymore, so I can't physically turn it off unless I turn it off at the power supply. There's no click, so not sure what's happened to that, but the volume does still work. So that's your volume. You then got your squelch control on the second position, an RF gain in the middle there, and then you've also got an SWR meter. None of the meters work on this one. Over the years they've obviously died, so I need to do a little bit of work on that, but it does still receive, but we get nothing on the SWR meter or on the Power OS meter. Switch up the top here does your swapping between the SWR calibration and then the SWR if it was working, and obviously your calibration control knob is that one there. Other switches we've got on here, there's a delta tune, plus and minus on the first switch. You've got a noise blanket, which is a 2-position switch for in and out, and then you can select between both speakers, so that's the speaker in the receiver itself or the speaker in the telephone handset. If we switched it to auto, what it should do is when you lift the receiver up, it should release this little button here, and it should then only give you sound out of the telephone receiver. It doesn't work on here, mainly because some time ago I managed to lose the original telephone receiver type microphone for this, so I managed to get a replacement, but it doesn't actually fit properly. It's not quite big enough, so it doesn't press the switch at the top there, sadly. So it does work, but not 100% as it should be, because I won't, like I say, won't switch between speakers, sadly. You've also got a last switch on here, which middle position is PA mode, sorry, CB mode in the middle position. You can flick it down to PA and it'll display that on the LED display there, or if you flick it up to monitor, if I turn the volume up you'll get no audio. What that does is if you put it in the monitor position, it'll only put sound out of the PA speaker, I believe, or the external speaker. I haven't actually tried to see which one it puts it out of. So it could be that both speakers do both, as in all three perhaps as well. So it might do this one, the external speaker, and the telephone handset, and perhaps monitor does, like I said, just the PA speaker, but it's not something I've ever tried. Finally on the front there then, you've got your channel selector up and down, so quite a nice positive press buttons up and down on the channel selectors, or you can press and hold and it will scan for a bit quicker if you just hold it down. You've also got your channel 9 priority button there as well, so big positive click on the red button takes you straight to channel 9. Other thing I was going to mention on there, you can see you've got your on air and then your modulation light as well, so when you push the torque, the green on air light will come on if you're modulating. Obviously the red one will flash as well. Sadly I did damage this a few years ago. You can see where it should say on there Realistic CB Fone 40 with the TRC 454 base station underneath there. The CB Fone 40's virtually disappeared off there. I left a battery stupidly on top of it in a drawer for several years, and the battery had leaked, so it's not physically damaged the radio internally, but has sadly damaged the screen a little bit there. But it is just as old as I am, perhaps probably about a year older than me in fact, so it's not done too badly for its age. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed another short video, and we'll be uploading some more soon, so we'll see you on the next one. 101073.